GBB was not formed for noise, it was formed for impact. In a time when millions of young people feel unseen, unheard, and uncertain about their future, grassroots bridge builders rose with a clear purpose: to stand in the gap between potential and opportunity. We represent youths who refuse to be ignored, youths who believe that their background should not limit their destiny, youths who understand that real change does not begin with excuses, it begins with action. Across Nigeria and across Africa, a generation is rising, a generation ready to learn, ready to work, ready to lead. GBB exists to unlock that potential. We are building skills that create value, not dependency. We are promoting integrity in a world where shortcuts are tempting, and we are creating opportunities where doors have remained closed for far too long. Every young person matters, every voice counts, every dream is valid. At GBB, we do not see problems. We see possibilities. We do not wait for change. We become it. When one youth is empowered, a family is strengthened. When a community is organized, a nation moves forward. And when young people are trusted with responsibility, the future becomes brighter. Each of you is important. Each of you is capable. And together, we are stronger than our challenges. We will turn struggle into strength. We will turn frustration into focus. And we will turn hope into action. This is not just a movement. It is a mission. It is a commitment to building a generation that will not be forgotten, wasted, or silenced. GBB is here. The youths are ready, and the future starts now. GBB.
Good morning, viewers all over the world. Good morning. Happy brand new year to all of us. Welcome to the very first day of Nigeria in the new brand year, in also new things in our life. This morning is just a very special and a quick advice for we youth of Nigerians as we move into dimensions of the new year activities. The year has commenced very powerfully, very gallantly, and I want to believe that most of us have written down our new year revolution, new year wishes, and we'll try to implement it. So my prayer for all of us this morning is for everything that we have laid our hand on, being you a man or a woman, you must have your intention, and your intention must be very clear. Part of this, we say that God in heaven should intervene in all our activities this year. And as we go into building this large family, this big nation, it will be a very long-lasting relationship, the beginning of a very mighty journey in our life, the beginning of saying no to poverty in our life, the beginning of moving from dimensions to infinity of positivity. So I want to encourage all of us, those who are watching us on our social media handle. What we do here is to encourage all of us. What we do here is to build the bridges, look for the missing link, look for why we must remain together and our voice must be heard as family. A lot of us are coming in since yesterday after the program, seeing the young people coming in as state coordinators, coordinating training nationwide, building capacity in line with the presidential order to make sure that Nigeria is given the opportunity of the sovereignty of the nation Nigeria to work with other countries and benefit from the skill as well. So without wasting time, here with me, I have our brother who is an NGO tycoon, who is an entrepreneur, who is also a humanitarian by birth. Some people came into humanitarian by opportunity, but there are some humanitarians by birth. Good morning, Evangelist Benda, this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, Evangelist Benga? The whole world is listening to me and you on the very first day of this year, which we regarded to be, how do you call it, New Year. The new brand year has started, and it's starting between me and you. This morning is to give you another opportunity again because of what you're doing in your terrain. From the reports that we are getting, the people that have been empowered, those that are in your school, and other entrepreneurs that you are bringing, what advice do you have for young people of this class as this year begins. Over to you, Engineer Evangelist Benga. The whole world want to listen to your advice and positively and see how we can drive it to the next level. Thank you very much. Is Engineer Benga there? Evangelist Benga, are you there? Hello? I think he's having network issues, so we will have to leave it. Maybe he will call us back on then. Anybody who's watching this program, the number to reach us is 070-777-08297 is the number to reach us. If you want to wish anybody happy New Year, blessings of the New Year, this is the opportunity we have to do that this morning. A lot of calls are coming in already, a lot of messages are coming in right as we are watching, and I am going to be going through them one after the other so that we can. This is Richard Adiola. She's sent a man from the Facebook wing, and this is also Johnson. Johnson is from Canada. He's also wishing us a good well too from the YouTube channel. And most of us that are ready to move in dimensions, you don't need to fight. There is no need for us as youth to struggle so much with what is happening. We are going to make sure that the things that we are doing that will benefit the youth are the things we're talking about. That's the agitation that we have. So this year message is for implementation of what we have started. We must make sure that everybody that is part of this very program will enjoy what we are passing on as skill to the new generation to come. Anywhere you are that you're watching this program is to prepare you that we are not going to be doing the traditional way of empowering our people, but we have a medium of reaching out to them, the skills that we give them what they want. So let us remember that our responsibility is to ensure that we communicate to our people on time and give them the opportunity to do the needful, because a lot are ready to do and move into dimensions right now. January is always a very difficult month where people they take their ear, they hear way. So if you are still in the village or you are in the city, because it's a month where we must pay school fees. It's a month where parents go through a lot of stress. That is the month of January. And it's always a very brown month. That should tell you that in every journey, in every step that you are taking, in every beginning, there is what they call challenge. If not, January should be a month of just come and go, and then you don't have any problem. But no, January is a month where people go through a lot of pain after the December rush. You can imagine. There's a reason for that. The reason is that you must be ready, you must be prepared at all times, and you must give that consideration as you're going into December, that January is waiting. When you have this month of January defeated, you go into February without problem at all. Good morning, engineer, director, principal, finally, engineer Amos. How are you this morning? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, we're wishing you a happy new year from Gbb Live Chart this morning, and we are congratulating your activities in the past 12 months that we have been successful from whatever we're doing, from how difficult it has been for us. And now that we have been able to close this 1 year successfully without any regret. This morning, the first day of January 2026, is a blessed day, and it's a day I want to reach out to almost everybody and to prepare their mind that we are going into a very serious business this time around, and it will not be a business as usual where people sit in their houses, they don't get ready to do anything, and they expect to have dividends of what they're doing. So this platform is to correct that mission. This 1st of January is a January where we need to get into dimension. It's a January where we need to speak to ourselves, where we need to do the right thing. So I choose to call you this morning to come online and also give your little advice to those that are going to be coming on board, for those that are already on board, and as we go into speedily onboardment, because the journey has started. First day of January, I have resumed my office. I don't wait for the second day of January. The first day of January, I have resumed my office, and I have made all my wishes for the year. My itinerary from today till the end of this January is written and completed. So I expect a lot of us to do that as well. So, Engineer Amos, somebody sent me something this morning, and I said I will share with you. I think I shared it with you too on the Facebook.
Okay.
Yes, talking about how possible African youth are not given opportunity to demonstrate their capacity. That outside what GBB is doing, trying to build a system where youth will on board on, try to have proper ownership and structure that will guide the youth company, and also build a window where things can be resolved, gap can be closed between the government and the grassroots people, the right agitation. There is no other platform, no other NGO is speaking such. And I thought every other person is doing what we're doing. So I'm even feeling that sometimes we are trying to do a lot. But hearing from this young man this morning, it shows that we are actually doing what we're supposed to do. We are multitasking ourselves. And this multitaxation is going to go all the way to this new appointment that you are making. And I want you to know that whatever that we are doing right now, it is no longer a news. It is everywhere. So if anybody is going to communicate with the state government, anybody is going to communicate with any of his very senior citizen or however, I think the channel is created already so that we will not have any issues or any delay going forward with our plans and establishing what we are put on ground. I want you to use this time to speak to your people, to encourage them, and to spring into action as we commence immediately. On this very first day, I decided to bring you live on air with me and to ensure the whole world that authority is not withheld in any offices in the hand of everybody in grassroots. And at your level, you can all do your best for us. Thank you very much. Let's listen to you.
What a wonderful way to start in 2025 with this project. And what a wonderful way we capped off 2025 with that podcast of yesterday. The coast is clear to swing into action in 2026. And the mandate given to the state coordinators across all the states in the SCT inclusive, we would like to say that reports coming to us from the state show that their local government structures are already being established. I think like Ondo State has 100%, and all the Kogi State has 100%. Nasarawa State has 100%. Then FCT too. Other states have 40%, 30%, and the reports are coming in. it shows that GBB is prepared to hit the ground of 2026 running effectively. And the coordinators are individuals with experience and the readiness to serve, to impact on the youth, useful skills that can translate them into becoming self-reliant as entrepreneurs. And they are also very ready to continue to advocate in collaboration with NDLEA on drug prevention and advocacy against drug abuse. Because anyone who is not informed definitely is deformed. So as they are learning, so that they will end, you have to be informed so that they will not get deformed. So what GBB is doing, it is not replicated anywhere before in Nigeria. Nothing that looks like it. If it's not GBB, it doesn't look like GBB. So that is what. That is why every corner angle that GBB gets to in Nigeria, the year of GBB, everybody wants to partner with GBB because it is the first of its kind. So we can't afford to do less, but instead we have to roll up our sleeves and do more. And very soon, the result will speak for itself. As it stands now, we already very soon the calendar for the
Live chart on the Zoom meeting for 7 p.m. on Thursday, the 18th of December, 2025.
And dated and times and locations will be seen in the calendar, so that everything will take place simultaneously across every state. If there is advocacy for drug into it on so date of so month, it will be the same thing in Nasarawa, in Plateau, in Taraba, in Rivers, in Imo, in Kaduna, in Katsina, in Sokoto. So it's going to be so electric. So that if you are watching the news in any state, you see that GBB is doing this program that day. That is how the advocacy can go loud, and that is what is in line. So very soon, before the next week ends, the calendar will be out, and the program effectively will be lined up from February to December. So that is what the department is doing, and the state study coordinators are all on ground, and they are ready to hit the ground running. The government will have no option than to hear us and compete with us, because government alone cannot do everything. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Amos, for joining us this morning on this live broadcast from Kogi State. A lot of people are watching this program. They are getting worried, getting surprised at the speed at which we are doing things so transparently. And I come to realize that Nigeria is ready to move forward. But what has been the problem is the ownership. The ownership that we need has been our major challenges. And now, by the grace of God, the partnership of the NGOs in governance will give us the opportunity to be able to make the exact decision that we need to carry on. So for those state coordinators joining us on the training program, you are most welcome. You are given every opportunity, everything that you needed to achieve, whatever that you think is possible for the youth in your state. Bring it open. We will inform the government. We will speak to your governor. We will speak to your senators and ministers, your zonal heads, and very high-level stakeholders in the state, cut across party platforms. We are not partisans. We are Nigerian youth and the grassroots bridge builder, to be precise. So our assignment is to ensure that we bridge the gap between the government and the grassroots people. The policy must be communicated to them rightly, and we must remain committed to the project of Mr. President. I call it Mr. President project because it's a project that will bring more to us. An opportunity is before us right now on the telecommunication aspect. And by the special grace of God, I want to know and I want to believe that from January, as we're going in, the first refresher training that we're going to do is going to be based on requests from our sister company that is just newly coming in as well. Then other requests will follow suit immediately. And those of you that are not yet onboarded on the app, we need to enforce the onboardment on the app to be able to pass information rightly. Amos, that's going to be another very serious assignment for our state coordinators because we want to communicate professionally. We don't want it to look like the way where they were coming from in the grant community where everything is done. Yoruba says scatter, scatter, that everything is done scatter, scatter. We want to ensure that we pass a very, very clear message to our people and then get them onboarded as we proceed. On the screen, you can watch, we are fully equipped with the telecommunication equipment and we are set to deploy all states in Nigeria, maintenance, operations, installation, commissioning, microwave, BTS, satellite, and maintenance of tower, including rigging, erection. These are things that Gbb has set up for other people. And in line with that, we decided to work in partnership with the federal government of Nigeria, with state governments, and with high-level professionals that are here. I met with one of the NGO evangelists, Benga, in Benue State. And I don't know if you are there.
Yeah.
Very good. I met with him in Benue State. He came to our regional office in Benue State. And he brought a very wonderful product. Very, very wonderful. In fact, since the man brought the product, I've forgotten food. I no longer eat food again because this thing I'm telling you, in the local language, they call it kuli kuli.
Okay.
You know, you mentioned something about kuli kuli one time, that
Exactly.
we need to have a factory to produce the kuli kuli. I was thinking that is the type that we will just go to the market and then we'll just go and buy and then we'll come back. My dear brother, let me shock you. This kuli kuli that they brought, oh my God. You see, I know I used to like kuli kuli, but this one is very special, my brother. I'm trying to get it so that let me get the now. Amos is wonderful. Wallahi, when I saw the kuli kuli, I was so happy. I'm trying to check. I still have some here in the studio here. This is it here. Amos, can you feel the nylon?
Lion.
Yes, this noise you are hearing is the kuli kuli that is in my hand.
Wow.
In fact, when
I'm salivating already.
you see, when he got it, I said, this one. Now, you see, I used to say, Oga, don't worry, let me test it and see. But I no longer call for food anymore. When I'm hungry, I just pick one. It shows there is pepper, small spicy.
Yes, pepper, ginger, and all those things put together.
Right, they are there. And they say that it's also very good for the heart too, because of the oil.
Yeah. Yes.
So when I'm coming back to Abuja,
We are waiting for a fill of it in the office.
But just pray that this one will remain, because the way the thing is sweet. I have told him that he will come to the regional office in Benue. I will advertise his product to every Kulikuli business zone in Benue State.
Yes.
He will package it. This is what the children need to go to school with in the morning.
That is it.
Small
We need
start.
to start to repackage our own domestic product and take them to the market. Not the biscuits, the other things that they were brought to us by the West. Our local products have to be uplifted, upscaled. Package them like you have the kulikuli. Let them everything in the market. We already have them, but we can always have more in the market because they are very nutritious and healthy for the body.
So now I'm picking some, and the lesson now is for me to go and take a couple of locally made juice here.
And as you are trading it now, me, I'm here selling it.
You know that I called him. I said, I never knew that this is like this. So instead of that, by the time you finish it, there's no part of Nigeria that will not want to have a feel of what we are saying here. So every other product that we are bringing out, we will make sure that we get it to the best level, best made for everybody that will be taking it to enjoy it massively. So please, the enforcement of the onboardment is now mandatory. Everybody has to be on the social handle of the Gbb social, and then the involvement of your database profiling. Those that already submitted their name on the formal website is still the same. We have your names here. And those that want to confirm their name, they can also go to the website. www.gbbhub.com is the website. And then you can do anything you want to do there. So Amos, I want to appreciate you so much for always being there and working with the people who are ready to take this skill to the next level. We want to appreciate everything that you're doing. This morning is just to encourage our brothers and sisters to wake up and put their life with the proper channel to be able to drive this year and make it a positive year for all of us. Two of you watching me on direct air, I want to appreciate you so much for your time and for trusting the brand. We will make the difference very clear. So I must say hi to all my Kogi brothers and sisters. We have not spoken to our national president of the Youth Council within this period. I know himself is very busy, just like the way we are busy moving here and there. And I want to believe that he's going to speak to us very quickly on the laid down principle and those that will be joining the state coordinators that we are already building. And I want to believe that you have issued them their identity card and necessary documents that will enable them to operate freely in the state, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm going to, after this call, I'm going to call the country director of Tribridge, Hagia Binta Suleiman, and we'll be hearing from their women, those who are very eager, waiting to be empowered through the Tribridge. We are getting news and good update coming from the state. The registration of the Tribridge is 100% complete now. So it's a win-win thing for all of us as we're patiently doing it and moving forward. But another thing, Amos, I don't know how we're going to handle this. Our members that have been with us from the grant community, they're launching a lot of complaints that we are not speaking for them, and they believe that we are the only people who can ask questions for them. So I told them there are people who are in the grant community who are there before us as consultants, and we need to make more consultants to know what is the issue and why the delay and why no disbursement. So we are going to invite few persons because that department completely is different from what we are doing right now. So we're only going to give them advocacy and we'll take a date for their program while we carry on our project because we don't want to be dragged here and there. The people in the tri-bridge who are there with us, the NGOs who have subscribed, they know themselves, and individuals who have subscribed, they know themselves. And we are going to give them more opportunity again into the skills. I'm going to discuss with the NGOs much later. We'll take it off from there. Thank you very much, Amos, once again. Uh, I remain Engineer Brian Moses Igoche, and I stand to speak for everybody to ensure that every voice is heard. Even the monkey need the right. So we'll take it up from there. Thank you, and God bless you. This is where
Thank you, sir.
we end this.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, and you too. So we have come to the end of this morning broadcast, and by the special grace of God, we are going to make sure that we carry on the best we can do.